So if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you would have seen the other day that I'd done a post opening and I received the Spanish version of this movie here, The Garbage Pail Kids. Should we talk about it? Should we have a look at what my thoughts are on revisiting this film after nearly 35 years? Let's get into it. Okay, yeah, that there was just for dramatic effect. I didn't throw it away. Of course I didn't. I don't throw away any films. I'm not like that. That's, you know, I just can't do it. Like, I can't throw away a book. You know. Anyway, Garbage Pail Kids movie. So, this film here, I picked it up because I picked up a comic of it the other day. Garbage Pail Kids versus Mad Balls, I think it was. I've got it down here. I don't know what Mad Balls are. I do know what Mad Balls are, but I don't know what they are, if you know what I'm saying. But Garbage Pail Kids was an IP that I grew up with when I was about mid-80s it was. So I was only a young lad. Must be about 8 at the time, and I would collect the cards and I'd share them with my friends, swap them and all this sort of thing. I remember being confused by the fact you had 2 cards exactly the same but with different names, character names, and it was like twins and all this sort of thing. A cheap way of getting more cards out there, I suppose. But anyway, so I got that comic and it made me think of the film. It made me think, I used to watch that film when I was young. So let's take a look at the trailer. So I looked at the trailer and then I thought, let's see if it's available on Blu-ray. So I did. Thusly, it had an American release, which goes for quite a bit of money, but Spain had it for normal price, normal sort of Blu-ray price. So I ordered it. I thought, I'll revisit this. I'll take a look. Now, I don't remember much about the film when I was younger. I remember watching it. I remember watching it quite a bit. But I think as quick as I was into it, I was then out of it. That's sort of my recollection. So how is it visiting this film now, 35 years later or whatever it may be, near on 35 years? Wow. Wow. It's not a good movie at all. It's really not. I mean, I didn't expect it to be. Okay, let's start at the beginning. So the story for this film revolves around this young boy who gets bullied and this sort of thing, and he works in this sort of antique store, and the old fella in this antique store has got this garbage can which the Garbage Pail Kids come out of. He keeps them in there. Some sort of nonsense about magic and this sort of thing. The young boy kind of gets involved with the bully's girlfriend, who wants to make clothing, designer clothing, and sell it out of a car outside clubs, and he gets involved with that, and the Garbage Pail Kids get released. They go on their antics, but they start producing some clothing for her to sell, because he likes her and he wants to get on with her. He's only about 14, but she's obviously about 17 or 16, 17, 18, something like that. Yeah, the Garbage Pail Kids end up getting taken to an ugly home where they're going to be killed with other freaks, for want of a better term. And yeah, it's just, wow, it's just, I don't know, it's just nonsense. It really is. The acting is bad, but some of the acting ain't too bad. The young boy is all right. He comes across a bit like a young, Anthony Michael Hall kind of young actor, when Anthony Michael Hall was young and done National Lampoon's Vacation and Weird Science. He's a bit of that kind of thing. The girl is likeable, but then not likeable, and by the end not likeable. She's not a very nice person. There's bad acting with some of the support cast. The Garbage Pail Kids themselves are embarrassing to look at. They truly are. These mechanical heads that don't work. As it goes in the making of the film, when they started filming, the mechanics of the heads weren't working, and the director hoped that it would be sorted out as filming progressed, but it never was. So you've got these fake heads that hardly move with these voices coming out of her. It's just a mess. It really is a mess of a film, and it really is one of those sort of, let nostalgia remain nostalgia. Don't revisit Don't go. It's one of those lessons learned that something is better off staying in your mind as a nostalgic thing than going back and revisit it and see if you can recapture, or if it had that same effect it did when you was young, and it doesn't. It's just, it is an abysmal film. Do I mind that I picked it up and watched it? No, I don't at all. Because it kind of got that out of my system. It's, you know, and it will go on the shelf and it will remain on the shelf because, again, it's that nostalgia thing. It's that, you know, this is part of my childhood. This is part of my childhood that is probably best forgotten. You know, yeah, I can't say nothing about the film. I don't know. It's just, it drags. It's 97 minutes long, and it felt like 3 hours. It really does. It's just complete nonsense. You know, but then it takes a dark turn. It's like, you know, that this house, this home for the ugly, where these other garbage pail kids are potentially being kept. These others that you haven't seen off screen ones, because in the cards there's hundreds and hundreds of them, but the film just has 7 of them, and they go to this home for the ugly, and it's like, you've got cages, people being kept in cages, like Santa Claus too fat, someone too skinny, someone too hairy, someone too weird, and it's like Weird Al Yankovic behind there, too short, too whatever it may be, everything like that, and it takes this dark turn, and in the geezer says, we're too late to rescue the other kids. You see that garbage truck that left a little while ago? They've all been crushed, you know, all this sort of thing. And it's like, wow. Anyway, in the making of this, you know, there were a few attempts to get this film off of the ground. And one of the ideas was a horror version of it, you know, to take it down a horrific route where these kids get covered in this toxic ooze, and at the same time they're thrown into got rid of in trash cans with all broken toy parts, and they come back as these murderous, and that would have been a whole lot more interesting for it, I think. You know, that could have been a bit more fun than this, certainly. The soundtrack for the film is you know, being the 80s, it's very sort of Technic type, you know, on the old keyboard, that sort of a thing, and yeah, it's just wow, just I don't know what I was thinking. It's rubbish. Have you seen this film? Let me know your thoughts on it. Did you grow up in the 80s? Did you grow up with this movie? Did you grow up with the trading cards? Do you remember the trading cards? I have a lot of fun remembering the trading cards, trading them with friends and that sort of thing. It's, you know, they're very good. But let me know. Just let me know down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Why not? It's AJ. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care all and goodbye.